Well, we got 2 trucks broke down, and Bill's been working up. This little town is about an hour away from us, called White Oaks, New Mexico. And he's been taking the car, putting his tools and ladders in this little car. He took a trailer load of wood up there, and it kept dying. And then he come home the other day with it, and it died right in the driveway. So this is the weekend, and he's working on them, because for last week he used his car, and he's got to pick up some more material. He's working on this guy's house that we know. His wife is the one that lets us pick her orchard, and they bought a house up there at White Oaks, and he wants a little porch on it, so Bill's going to do that. Well, he's been working, and last week on it. So just a little job, but he made enough so I could buy me a new camera, because the other one was really acting up. So I'm out here with my new camera doing something. So he'll be working on that today. And that white truck, he's been having a lot of trouble with it, so he bought some parts and stuff, try it, see. And I'm doing some flower stuff this morning. This morning I'm going to plant these snapdragons in some big pots, and later I'll put them on the porch. I don't want to put them on our front porch right now, because I'm letting the chickens out in the front yard, and they'll get a hold of these and kill them. So I'm going to pot them and put them out here where I can look at them. I like sit here and look at the flowers, the color and stuff. So I was going to tell you about White Oaks before I get started. It was a mining town a long time ago. Quite a bit of history to it, and it was a pretty rough bunch at one time. It was a bunch of miners. This cowboy that knew the area, he grew up in here, he said one time when they first founded White Oaks, there was gold laying out there in the pasture, just on top of the ground. So everybody flocked into there and started mining and building houses and banks, and just a nice big school. Right now it's just a tourist attraction, and people do live there and around that area now. They moved in, they like the quietness of the place. And Bill and I, we rode a lot of the mountains, all the trails through there. And there's a little bar or saloon in that town. And when they have a bike rally, all the bikers come there. And they just love that little saloon, and they built onto it so people won't sit outside. And it's like, that's the one thing everybody wants to see, is that saloon. One time we was coming out from there, Bill did a job for this man, the same man he's working for now. And this girl come out, a biker girl, and she was drunk. And we was in the pickup, and she looked at me, and she was gonna whoop me. I thought she was coming for me. I told Bill, I said, well, looks like I'm gonna have to get out and fight her. Well, she was ready. And I was gonna stand up to her. I don't care how old I am. But anyway, these biker guys, they come out and they grabbed her, and she was fighting them. Let me at her. I thought, well, good, I don't have to fight her. So they crowd her up and took off. But that bar can get pretty rough at times. And then years ago, they used to have like a pony express race through the mountains through there, and they end up at White Oaks. And a bunch of people come to it, and they rode their horses on them trails to see who's the winner. And then after that, everybody heads to the bar. So that got pretty rowdy too. And I think they stopped it because of that. You know, fighting, fussing, getting rowdy. But the bar is still there and people still go there. Bikers do. Visitors check it out. And the bar has a sign out, "No scum allowed." And I thought, well, all the scum goes in there. How come you put that sign up? But it's quite a neat place. Bill and I found mines and just all kind of trails. Water back up in the mountains. And then they had a big forest fire up there one time. Then we rode the trail after the forest fire. And us and the horses got soot all over us because them trees were all black. Well, we had fun in White Oaks. And so I'll put some pictures up of it. And Bill, he's, you know, last week he was working on that porch. And that's really helped, you know, get a little bit extra income. And especially getting this camera, I'm really happy about it. And anyway, I'll put up pictures, but they're, you know, a big old history. They got a couple great big tall houses. So back in the day when it was a mining town, people struck it rich. They built some big old fine houses. And one of them, this guy was courting long distance to this woman, like a mail order bride. So he told her, "I'm going to build you a real nice house." And he did. So out she come. And so she got to White Oaks, and I guess she seen how rough and rowdy it was. And she says, "No, I'm not going to marry you. I'm leaving." She had enough of it. But anyway, the house is still there. And it's a pretty cool place. So I'll just show some pictures of it. So I gotta get busy and plant these. I just love them. Love having color out here. I can't do no garden work because, you know, we got rain and got all wet. So I'm just doing work in the sunroom and putting these in pots. I just love them. They're snapdragons and they're all colors. So that's what I'm going to do. But thanks for watching. And I'll talk to you later. Bye. Oh, thanks for watching Out West Homestead. I'll see ya. I got 2 pots done. Now I'm going to find another pot. Put the rest of them in. And in these pots, I put styrofoam in the bottoms so I don't have to use so much soil. If anybody's got real big pots and they got extra styrofoam, you can fill that as a filler. And then put your dirt in there. It really helps save a lot of money. And this is going to look so pretty when I'm sitting here to look at them. This is a pretty bean plant. It's getting orange flowers on it. Some of you might know what it is. I can't think of the name right now. But I found a few. I thought I lost the seeds. And it grows up pretty tall. And it has big pink, purple beans in it. And I'm hoping I'll get some seed off of it before it gets too cold. And I only found a few of them, so they're coming up. And this one needs to head over that way. And get some beans off these, maybe. I just can't remember the name right offhand. I come over here looking for a little bit more fancy pot for the front yard or porch. I see this one here. I really didn't want to put any black pots around there. Something a little bit cuter. And I got a jumbo mess here. It was just about a year ago. I didn't have no pots, nothing. It was really, you know, I just didn't have nothing. So Lowe's and Home Depot, they were each one of them was letting me have their pots. And that has helped a lot, especially the gallon size. But I got so many trays they give away, they was going to dump them. So if you ask about their trays or pots in the back, they usually have them out back. Or ask the woman at the front if they got any free containers. They either can go, no, we don't. No. Or else they can go, yeah, we got some. Would you like some? I mean, I carried out a whole basket load of stuff. And so now I'm full up on my pots. What's Bill's going to do, right over here, he's going to make me a second shelf. So I can get, well, I usually don't use the real bigger ones. So I'll get them all in order. And get the trays in order. And this be a nice spot for another shelf. So when I go through it, I'm rambling all over the place, and then the wind blows them down. It makes a mess. So this fall he'll make me something when he's got time, because he's got a list to do. So I'm going to grab that one and go put my flowers in it. And I think I'll have more flowers left. And I'm going to look around for the front yard and look as if I got something I can put them in. I love to have flowers out in the gardens in color. It smells so good out here. I like my honeysuckle. It keeps blooming off and on, so that smells good. But on one side of my family, on my father's side, his dad was a big time gardener. And then on my mom's side, her mom was a big time flower gardener. She loved her flower plants. And I'm just like both of them. I like the flowers and the garden. You know, raising food. But to me, if you just have a plain old garden and you don't have flowers out there, it just, I don't know. Just like the flowers make you feel good, pleasant to see. See the hummingbirds get it. So I got this pot. Now this little pot, and I'm going to have to go find another one. Put all these flowers out here until the porch is ready. I have seen these snapdragons go through the winter at different people's houses. And I did buy some early on, but the heat cooked them. And I think these probably do fine. I got still 2 months of growing season left, and then they're going to be up close to the porch where it's a little warmer, so I'm hoping they'll make it and I can have them next year. Bill's getting ready started. Oh boy. Well, that's great. One down, one to go. It's hard to be without your trucks. That's great. I was going to pull this corn up because the sun this summer was just beating it up. It was making ears now, so I told Bill we'll just leave it and see what happens to it. Looking pretty good. So maybe I'll make something. And then here's this squash down here. And I'll have to look at my seeds because I just don't remember what kind it is. Maybe some of you all know. It's cute, whatever it is. Anyway, I'll have to look it up. Well, this bed's really doing good. And there's my roses. It smells good. Just thought I'd give you a look.